Welcome, everybody. I am the Midnight Whale, and, well, I thank you again very much for coming by, saying hi, and having a little bit of fun with me tonight. Now, one thing I will say is that I do plan on making this a very short stream today. Mostly because I did not get a lot of rest last night, and I worked a really long shift today and barely did any kind of rest. As soon as I got home, I even started doing chores. So I'm going to make this one a little bit shorter so that tomorrow I can go ahead and do quite a bit more. So with that in mind, I'm going to play a game called Omelette You Cook. It's kind of more short form. It's a roguelike. You build omelets so that you can give those omelets to people at the school. If you fail, you get fired. And I've done pretty well with this game so far. So, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and hit that play button. And we'll see how things turn out. Please hit that follow button if you can. And I'm looking forward to the stream. All right, let me make sure that I got the right one. And game capture. Oh wow, this game is pretty interestingly sized. Just want to make sure that I can get this set up in the right way to make it easy to view for everybody. All right, I think that actually looks pretty good. All right, without further ado, Omelette You Cook. So, I've gotten through quite a few different little events on this. I've already completely gotten everything on the veggie omelet and the standard omelet, the classic, if you will, veggie lover and classic. And I'm currently working on the sausage spinach omelet. These are the little different ingredients that you have. These are your starting ingredients with your starting helper. A helper just gives you bonuses and things like that so that you can do a little bit better on certain things. Like this one clones the first ingredient that you use every round, so you get extra ingredients every single time that you play. So certain ones have different little effects. So like the sausage gets +2 points for every veggie that's touching it. And then the spinach gets +2 points for every ingredient overlapping it, but -6 if another spinach is touching it. So you don't want to double up on your spinach, but as far as like having them touch each other, you do want to kind of maximize their overall space, but you don't want them to touch. And this has the little modifier of underlapper, meaning that it goes underneath your standard toppings. There's also a garnish, which goes over top, but everything else is in the middle, basically, like your standard type of ingredient for whatever it is that you're eating. Then the yellow onion gives you money. Money allows you to buy more ingredients and more helpers. Not only more ingredients, but also more ingredients that you can use per omelet, which we'll go into that a little bit later. So I am on the last round. Actually, you know what? Just so I can kind of show this off a little bit. I guess it doesn't really matter. It all works out the same way. So yeah, there are four different difficulties and 2 different modes. There is the intended chaotic experience, And then there is a more relaxed experience where it's like it's all your ingredients are going to be on a conveyor belt. And this the more relaxed experience is more like a turn base, whereas the more chaotic is just the conveyors just constantly moving and then refreshing and constantly moving and then refreshing. But I like doing the turn base a little bit more myself. We can try out the conveyor speed at some point later on. But for right now, I think I'll just, because of how tired I am actually right now, I am just going to focus on doing like a standard run. Because I do really want to max out all of the runs if I can. And I do unlock more things if, like, this one has score 6 points with goat cheese. So if I find goat cheese, I might use it. Honestly, I probably should, because I believe goat cheese gives you plus 2 points per, I don't remember if it's per baked, per chewy, per raw. It gives you plus 2 points per something, and I believe it actually goes more so with raw or veggie or crunchy. It might be crunchy, actually, when I'm thinking about it. We'll find out. We'll see what comes around. So Izzy, the student, they're indecisive, so -1 ingredients to choose from on the conveyor. I don't like that, but oh well. Let's play. And you saw how that spinach kind of duplicated, and now I have 3 over here instead of 2. And that's because of the effect. Shit, I've only got spinach here. Okay. You can see how one spinach turns red because it's touching, but if I move it over just enough, then it's fine. Baby Bella mushrooms. They don't like to touch any other ingredient. -10 per ingredient touching, but +7 points if nothing's touching it. So I usually just put this like right at the edge. It doesn't have to be on top of the omelet. It just has to be touching the omelet. And because of how things work on that, I'll do this. Okay, cool. So the spinach is like an arch, like the golden arches of McDonald's. It's touching both of the spinach, so I get money or I get points for that. And then I get points for both the spinach touching the sausage and for the sausage touching the spinach, just because that's how they work. And then I get money for the yellow onion on everything else that's touching it. So I need to get a score of 10, which very easy. And sometimes there's additional requests, so score 5 more than the target, and then I get an extra $1 for every, well, not necessarily for every single additional request, but for specific requests, I usually get one extra $1. Sometimes they'll ask you to use a specific type of item more times, and it's 25 cents per item. But because I didn't have that, just customer tip. I'm working for tips, yes. There's my money. Here's my cents. Cents don't really mean much. You really only deal with dollars, as you can see here. Because I've already got 6, so I could get that. Distinct tag of ingredients on the side. Nah, I don't like that one. Rerolls. I could choose one of 3 helpers. But also, there's the trash. Trashing an ingredient will give you $1 for whatever it is that you trash. Go ahead and trash the other onion, just because I want to do that. But every time that you use the trash, it goes up in price. So the first time you use it, it's free. So every time you use it, you get an additional $1, basically. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the Credo helpers. I don't know why, but something's telling me this is going to be very beneficial for me. +3 points to each ingredient on omelet. Decreased by -1 each round, which can become negative, actually, considering I've got 10 more rounds. Can't be fired. I don't like that one either. Of course. Hey, what's going on, Steven? Not much. I am extremely tired. I'm exhausted. So I'm going to kind of make this a little bit more of a chill, calmed, relaxed stream. I'm just going to be making a bunch of omelets. If you've ever wanted to make an omelet, this is the one for you. Although, it's not your standard omelets. Right now we've got a couple of standard ingredients, and some spinach, some sausage, some onions, and some mushrooms. But you can get things like candy bars in the wrapper. You can get things like coconuts. It's kind of like wrenches. There's a lot of interesting things in this game. probably gonna do this for an hour and a half, so up until about midnight Central, 1 EST, and then at that point I'm gonna go ahead and build the Stellaris civilization, and then go to bed. No coconut? You don't want coconut on your omelet? This bear already has honey on the omelet, so like no matter what, like it's gonna be sweet now. Honey has the sticky modifier, and sticky means that once you get something on it, it sticks in place and you can't pick it up and move it. So yeah, he kind of he honey is fine. Yeah, I mean I guess that is more breakfast, isn't it? 10 more than the target. Leave 1 root on the side. So the only root I have is the onion. I don't know if I'm gonna leave it on the side or not, because really I don't like having the honey there. The honey makes it weird. Spinach. I think I probably should do the spinach. Baby Bella. Yeah, let's just do the Baby Bella. More spinach. No, let's just do the sausage instead. That works. Boom, bottom. I knew that was gonna happen. God bless, man. I'm not gonna get 10 more than the target, probably. Yeah, I don't know. I might. Let's try. Let's try it. Gotta go for it sometimes, right? Oh, shit. Yes. Yes. I think I got that one. Because no matter what, I get a +2 because of this helper. And I got it! Yeah! Give me the money. Show me the money! 27 out of 15. I whipped your ass. Mayor Dog wants to demolish Middlesville Central to build a highway. He's gonna give me he's gonna give me 3 wrenches this round, and on restock give me a trash bag. You bitch. Oh, cool. Because it's got a green tag, I gain money for picking this up, and I always get a dispense. So I think I'll do this. It gives me 2 to 3 trash bags. But the thing about materials is that if I get one, I get extra money through trashing it. See, it's $2 instead of 1. So give me that. I netted $3 there, and all I have is 2 trash bags. Not a bad deal if I do say so myself. +0 points to each ingredient on omelet. Increased by +1 points for every 2 dairy on the omelet. So I really need to focus on finding some cheese. Fucking rat likes his cheese. Okay. Let me re-roll, see if I can get some dairy. Chewy crate will give me dairy. I think I need both of these, actually. Okay, so let's see if I can get some dairy. I can get some dairy. Filthy rat gets his cheese. +4 to each chewy, and I've got a lot of chewy, actually. So let's make this a chewy veggie build if I can. Yeah, let's do a chewy veggie build. Although I do like the idea of getting these. We'll see how things go. There's options. I've got options here. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Yeah, I don't like that. Go, go, go! And of course I get a wrench. Minus 99 points per wrench. Veggie omelets are awesome. Veggie cheese build is probably going to go pretty damn hard, too. Always put the Baby Bella on the side. Early on, that Baby Bella is ridiculously good. Even more cheese. Now, pour the cheese. Per veggie touching... Sure, why not? Cool. I think that's arranged properly. There's no way for me to get both, is there? Not without touching the other spinach. Ugh. Alright, alright, alright. Let's see. Let's see if I can finagle this. Yes, I can. I am a badass. Oh, shit. Now I gotta... Cool, 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 cool. I think I did it. 15 more than the target. I think I can do that. Is this raw? It's not. It's baked. I could do one of the spinaches on the side, but then I don't think I'd get 15 more than the target. So let's just roll with it. I probably would have gotten 15 more than the target. That was one hella combo straight out the gate. You're doing it! You're really doing it! Damn. I got 3 times the goal. Okay. Yeah, I really probably should have just left one of those spinaches on the side, but... Oh, well, I didn't know it was going to be that good. Thank God those wrenches aren't permanent. Those minus 99 is ridiculous. Ooh, what do I got? Plus 5 points for each moldy. I don't want to do that. That probably wouldn't be bad. I don't like that one, but I also like that one. Plus 1 points to each veggie on the omelet. Increased by plus 1 points each time I trash a meat. And then this one is an automatic. I think I'm gonna go with that because, like we said earlier, a veggie modifier is really good. Roof, roof. All right, let's get that. That. I'm wanting to try to, just in case if I get minerals, I want to be able to negate their negatives. And everything kind of works in order. So I'm going to have to trash the meat, and I'm going to have to trash the trash more in the future. I really need to focus on more veggie stuff. And more cheeses. Oh, I don't have enough? Okay. Darn. Okay, 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 okay. You got me? You got me. Alright, let's try this. More veggies. I've got a whole lot of spinach. So it's really not a negative too much. Should I do the cheese or should I do the meat? Honestly, the times multipliers are usually the biggest things. Look at that sausage. That's a big old sausage. Everybody likes a big sausage, am I right? Yeah. There we go. I think I like the idea of the yellow onion the most. Let's do that. Cool. So much sausage. Or spinach is what I meant to say. Yeah, that should be okay. It'll probably be 20 more. Considering how things have been going. Yeah. Oh yeah. Gotta love it when a plan comes together. Yep, there it is. Yeah. That's definitely what she said. Gotta get that big sausage. Packs a lot. Finally. Oh, both of these are so good. I'm gonna lock that one. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the dare. I should have waited. Oh well. Feta, cheddar, pepper jack. I do have some baked items. I have more baked items than raw, and I could use a... But this is a garnish. I don't have any garnishes. Just do the pepper jack. I've got a lot more baked stuff. And then let's go ahead and do +2 points to each blank on the omelet. And that tag changes every single round, so this time around it'll be raw. And let's go ahead and trash the meat. I don't blame you. Sausage is a lot of people's favorite on a pizza. I like Italian sausage, but like, it's kind of the other types of sausage. I kind of take it or leave it for me. But I love Italian sausage. Anything that's like actually encased in the intestinal casings, anything that's got like a snap to it, it's kind of my go-to. But hell, doing a sausage and mushroom pizza, I kind of miss that shit too. God, now you're making me hungry for pizza. How dare you? Oh, he's superstitious. I can't pick up ingredients after they've been dropped. That's my downfall, because I like to rearrange my ingredients after I drop them all. Darn. I guess I'm doing a spinach. I got so much spinach. To each baked overlapping this. All right, you can't move them. Shit. Cool. Give me that yellow. That yellow onion. And more pepper jack. I'm leaning on the more pepper jack. Yes. And more sausage. And even more cheese, yes. Or should I do spinach? I think I'll do more spinach, actually. So pepper jack, cheddar... No, pepper jack, Swiss, spinach, sausage, onion, and mushroom on an omelet. That actually sounds pretty damn good to me. I like the sound of that. That sounds pretty damn good. Oh, I didn't leave it raw on the side. Upsetting. I probably should have left that spinach on the side. Yeah, I didn't need it. I would have gotten more money if I would have thought about it. And I like money. Money is like... It's what makes the world go round, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't need that much spinach. I got way too much fucking spinach. I love that roof sound. Do you like it raw? Because sometimes I like it raw. Lettuce. It's such a good ingredient, though. Then you got oranges, and then cabbage. Cabbage is just all around cool. But unfortunately, lettuce is an underlapper, whereas cabbage is not. But I've also got pepper jack and spinach already that are underlappers, so... Yeah, let's just go with cabbage. Himalayan salt. So I've got black pepper, seasoning of the day, and Himalayan sea salt. Hell yeah, brother. Giving me 3 wrenches. Okay, so I kind of built this just in case if this would happen. let's see if I can actually get a positive to per. Okay, so the cabbage will add extra. So I've got to get the... Oh, but that's not a meat or a veggie. Oh, darn. Okay, so let's see if I can actually get some money out of that wrench. This might be the end of the run, honestly. Just because I really want to get that wrench. Per ingredient overlapping this. I want to get some money out of that wrench. But it's a negative 99 times negative 1, so it should be 0 plus 0.2 times plus 2 plus 1. And if I can get a lot of dairy, then that should also... Oh no, I shouldn't have any dairy from what I'm reading on this. Because this will time... It goes in order on my helpers. So if I get enough dairy on this, then it'll... 1 points for every time. Oh, no. Okay, so I read it wrong. Okay, so yeah, I should do the pepper jack. Pepper jack, then the Swiss. Let's hope that this works out. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Here we go again. Damn, I did not plan this properly. This is gonna suck. Oh, this is gonna suck. Okay. Baby Bella on the side here. This is... this is probably the end of the run. Let's see how this works. Nope. No. It didn't do what I wanted it to. Dude, if I end up somehow pulling this out of my ass... Dude! No way. No way. No way. I can't believe that just happened. I can't believe that just happened. Oh my god. That's crazy. I did not think I was going to actually make it through. Okay, so... Okay, that's crazy. I thought it would have done the times modifier before it added the actual points to it, the points modifiers. But it did the points modifiers first and then did the times modifier. That's crazy. Hey, Crunchwrap Supreme. To each crunchy... So I've only got really one crunchy thing. I got the veggie hater. No, I'm good on that. Meat vegetable sandwich. I like that. Use steak as like your bread. Imagine a Big Mac, but instead of bread, it's just meat and veggie in between. I think I'm going to do that, actually. That'll probably help me out a lot. Kind of want to do the mineral bucket. Let's do the mineral bucket. And then take random. I knew it. I knew it. Let's get rid of the charcoal. Let's do the seafood so I can get some extra meat. Shrimp. Let's get the shrimp. Plus 2 veggies per, or plus 2 points per veggie on the omelet, which because these are mostly veggie omelets, it's like veggie and dairy basically. then minus 0.5 times to self per veggie touching the shrimp. So basically, as long as we leave the shrimp on its own without, like how we do the baby portobellas, we should be getting a good modifier. God, I still can't believe I actually made it through that with the wrench. I successfully served a omelet with a wrench to a customer, and he ate it. That's gonna be a crowning achievement. I actually kind of wonder. 0.2% of 2.6% of players have actually done that. That's crazy. I don't have much meat, so let's duplicate that so I can get some more meat. I have plenty of spinach, but not plenty of cabbage, so let's do that. Chewy underlapper. Let's go with this guy for now. Yep, okay, cool. I just had a feeling. Let's put that there. There's the spinach. There he is. Let's move this over so that I can put the onion down there. Now I can move this guy back. All right. I kind of want to put the cabbage down again. Nah, let's do the baby bell. I think I get the most bang out of my buck for that one. And I got more spinach. I knew I was going to get more spinach. That's why I was like, eh. That should be fine. And even more meat, because, you know, meat good. Unga bunga. Cool. And a shrimp. Yeah, let's do the shrimp. To every baked overlapping this. Okay, so basically I just got to do that there. There we go. Cool. And then per chewy. Is that a chewy? That's a soft. So but that's a chewy. That's a chewy. Or do I just want to do? Yeah, let's do the spinach. There we go. Is it perfect? Hell no. Am I still going to go with it? Yeah. Should have used more Swiss. I need to look at the customer requests more often. That's kind of one of my big problems with this game. Get hella points. I think I've built a pretty good setup here. 102 points over the required amount. This is actually scaling pretty ridiculous already. Roof. I don't need as much spinach. I've got a lot of it already. On restock, gain 1 random sweet or mineral. Times 1 to each sticky on omelet. Nah, I don't need either of those. Kinda want to re-roll. I think I will. Fine. I'll take the roots and the hash browns. There's also wasabi. Oh, I don't have any garnishes yet, so the green onion's actually going to be really, really good here. Yeah, let's do that. Ooh, some seaweed. It's an underlapper, but there is a lot of soft that I have now. I mean, the squid's always good, but it likes to move around. So I think I will go ahead and do the seaweed. I've got a lot of underlapping ingredients, but I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. Brother, he's unemployed, huh? On restock, gain 1 trash bag. That's okay. I'll be fine with that. Target score is 20% higher. Okay, okay. Plus 3 points per soft, plus 2 points per ingredient. Right? Get a job. You're a dog, man. Like, you can... There's so many options for a dog out there nowadays. Like a straight dog, bro. Put the cabbage. That's a big ass fucking cabbage. Every time I see it, it always makes me smile. Alright, what you doing with all that cake? More chewy. That's a crunchy. I guess I'll just put this guy right here for now. A lot of soft. A lot of soft. Soft ass motherfucker. Yeah! Give me that green onion garnish. Come on. I need you to be overlapping. There we go. Perfect. We gotta straight keep living our best life, brother. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. That'll come in handy there. Cool, cool, cool. I've got a green onion, I've got cabbage, pepper jack, seaweed, Swiss, sausage, yellow onion, mushroom, and I'm adding a shrimp. Some scrimp. Ooh, green onion again. There we go. Plus 2 per veggie. God, there's not really. I'm about to put my sausage between 2 cabbages. There's not a lot of chewy. Like, there's only... I think I have to do the spinach. I think that's the best I can do with the spinach. Okay, cool. One garnish on the side, so I have to leave a green onion on the side. But I get more, because I think this will only give me $1, and each one of these green onions has given me at least $1.25 with the way it's currently sitting up. So we'll just leave it as it is. This is a pretty powerful fucking build. This is crazy. I was kind of hoping for some goat cheese. Never got that. But oh well. Jeez. Okay, okay. Doing pretty good, doing pretty good. Damn. I got so much money from just the green onions. I got $3 from the green onions. $4.75 total between the green and yellow onions. That's crazy. Ooh, what you got? Minimalist. 3 less dispenses this round. Oh, shit. Okay. Increase the size of 1 ingredient each dispense. I don't like you, sir. Shit. The cabbages are massive, so I kind of like the idea of getting rid of one of those. They're good, but they're just so big. Fire value increase. If I would have gotten that sooner. Oh well. Dairy crates. Please give me the goat cheese. Did not get the goat cheese. I could put a whole ass cheese wheel on it. I don't have much raw. I do have actually a good amount of raw now. Okay. And this is just to each ingredient. And it's an underlap. I need another garnish, so I'm going to do the feta. I'm going to re-roll because I really want to get another veggie. And I want another chewy, so hopefully I can get another chewy veggie. If my only chewy veg, it's not even a veggie, it's a spicy root. Ah. To each soft, there's a good amount of soft. Feta's solid, dude. I really like feta. I think the pepperoni's gonna come in handy because I need more meat for the meat veggie sandwich modifier. If I had more seafood, I would go with the wasabi, but I'm gonna go pepperoni. We'll add pepperonis to our omelets. Oh, I didn't realize I had enough money for that too. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get the soft crate while I'm at it too and see what I get. Some straight up broccoli. It gets negatives based on the meat touching it, but positives on the veggies. Marshmallows wouldn't be bad. I didn't realize that was ×1 to the meat touching it. That's actually pretty good. Oh, and I've got so much dairy. The cheddar's gonna come in handy. I've got so feta, cheddar, Swiss, and pepper jack can all go on the same motherfucking omelet. Yeah, you're a fucking bastard for that, detective. $140 is the target. Damn, yeah, this game will definitely do that to you. You should have seen it whenever I was doing a sweet run. I had like pumpkins and fruits and peanut butter and gum. Let's do the feta. Spinach would help. Yeah, let's do the spinach on this one. Feta, spinach, and Swiss so far. Oh yeah, some raw cabbage. Alright, alright. You got me, cheddar. Alright, cool. What soft do I have on there? I've got the feta and the cheddar. Okay, cool. So I can put this on this side. Yeah, there we go. Could do the green onion again. Could also do the cheddar. Yeah, I probably should have done the green onion, actually, now I'm thinking about it. But, sucks to suck, huh? Scrimp. I do only have one shrimp in total, so might as well go ahead and grab it. So I'm going to have a lot of veggies on this one, I think. And on the soft side of things... Oh, it's just to the baked, which would be for... Okay, I can put this down, because whenever I get some pepperonis or something, I can put this on top of the pepperonis. Or sausage. You know, sausage works too on that. Fine, I'll do the Baby Bella. Gonna crush the objective. I probably will, to be honest. Score 45 more than the target. We'll see, man. We'll see. It's kind of a hard thing to do, but I am on track for a veggie touching it. I think the spinach would probably come in handy more. If I can put it down right there. There we go. Ooh, and I got the good garnish. Green onion. I really was hoping to get a... Come on. There has to be a way to min-max it. There we go. Min-max like a boss. This is not adding up as much as I was expecting it to add up. Oh, there we go. I'm getting nervous, but I think I got it. Yep, I got it. Okay, cool. Easy. There it is. Do I get 45 more of those? The question. I did. Yeah. Okay, cool. I was not sure how that was going to go. I was kind of just adding the meat there. I need to add more meat. Though more pepperoni should have popped up on that run, because that would have gone really, really well if I had more pepperoni on that. +1 points to each ingredient on omelet, increased by +1 points each time a helper is fired. -2 for each time you re-roll. Ooh. To each meat per root. No, let's do the meat per root. I think that'll come in handy. And then I get both meat and root on this. That's funny. I want to hold on to my pepperonis, so let's do a Swiss cheese. And I get both the meat and a root here. I think this would help out the most just by being a meat, because I can get the multiplication modifier on it. Yeah, okay. Because the shrimp doesn't like being touched, and I need the meat to be touching something. More green onions. I also got garlic, and then carrots. Honestly, more garnishes wouldn't be a bad idea. Ooh, this one's kind of a conundrum, because the root stuff always gives you money. This doesn't even have to be touching nothing, so I like the idea. Let's do some garlic. Add some garlic to this shit. And reroll, see if anything good pops up. Yeah, not really. Not really. Alright, let's keep going. It's looking like I'm gonna crush this goddamn objective. Oh gosh. Let's do the sausage. Why are you downsizing my pepperoni? I'm gonna get enough veggies, so let's do a pepperoni as well. Oh shit, you're superstitious? God, I wish I would have paid attention to the fine print. Where does it say that? In the fine print, within the fine print. What do I have that's raw? Give it to us raw and wriggling. You keep nasty fish. No, nasty chips, that's what he says. Fine print can suck my ass. Ugh. Alright, I'm gonna have to plan this out. So I'm gonna put the feta over here, and I can put some raw over there as well. Those are both baked. Those are both baked. Okay, so yeah, let's put the pepper jack on those. Of course, I get some fucking cheddar here. Let's do this. Per veggie. Like the idea of the seaweed as well, but I think I'm gonna get the shrimp. Okay, cool. I just thought about the seaweed earlier, so and it is an underlapper, just like that is. Soft. So if I put that underlapping the cheeses over here, then I can maximize. Another garnish. Very good. There we go. There we go. Get some meats up in this bitch. And anchovy on anchovy violence. kind of want to do the pepperoni again. Kind of also want to do the pepper jack so I can maximize the cheddar. Let's do that. There you go. Of course, I get the spinach now. Jeez, this is a rough one. Oh shit, I forget that this is an underlapper. Let's see how that goes. That was kind of rough. That's for baked, right? Yeah, so let's do the small garlic then down here. There we go. Some more feta. Do I do the cabbage? I'm gonna do the cabbage just because I think it's funny. And then I can do the spinach under that. That works out. And then do I do the baby Bella? Or do I maximize my cheese? I think I maximize the cheese here. Okay, so this one was kind of rough. Let's see how it goes. Never mind, it wasn't that rough. Damn. Easy gapped. Yeah, that was Am I gonna hit a plus 100 again on this? I did. Jesus Christ. It just keeps going. Oh my gosh. That was almost double. That was almost double. That was 2 points off of being double the score. I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. 2 rounds left. And I think I've got this. I think I got it in the bag, to be honest. Just trying to be gaining dispense. Okay, so that'll be really good, I think. I don't need as much pepper jack. I got a lot of pepper jack. So I got 12 bucks. I'll lock that so I can get it next round. So I can maximize the amount of dispenses I get this round. Ooh, I got some parsley. Some more garnishes. Okay, so this is basically like how the spinach works. It's just a garnish instead of an underlapper. Ooh, but more anchovies means... Yes, let's do the anchovies. God bless. Do I take a random ingredient or do I just get another scrimp? I think I'll take a random ingredient. Oh shit, I got 4 processed cheese. Oh no. It's wrapped. Oh no. To each processed overlapping this. I don't have much processed except a bunch of... So basically any of the other cheeses overlapping this. We'll see how it goes. One processed on the side. I think I can do that. And money per pepper jack. Hey. Let's get another scrimp. Oh, and she's a radical centrist. Well, this is gonna suck. Is she superstitious? No, she's just a grower. Okay, cool. Baked feta. Let's do the baked. Pepper jack, shrimp and pepper jack. Another scrimp. And they can touch each other. They just can't touch vegetables. Just a couple of guys chilling in a hot tub 5 feet apart because they're not gay. Damn, it's a big fish. Yeah, let's do the big fish. Spinach! Ayo! Let's actually move this guy over here then. And let's move you over here. Gotta make sure the anchovies touch. Now Kith. What do I have that's raw? I think I'll just do a sausage. Yeah, let's just do the sausage. Anchovy. Anchovies. What? Anchovies! He's literally touching that other one, but, you know, what do I know? Oh, at least one anchovy. Okay, so it's not per. Okay. Are they soft? They are soft. Soft as molasses. Soft as butter. There we go. Cool. Oh yeah, give me that garnish. I have to do the pepper jack here. Let's just see if I can hit both of these. Yes. Getting a little freaky with the cheese. Hey, yo. Yes, give me that, all that cheese. Oh my god. I can get freakier with the cheese if you'd like. Yes. That's totally fetch. I'm gonna have to put this over here. This is gonna. This is. You think that's dirty? You should see what else I do to the cheese. This one's gonna be rough just because she's a radical centrist. She's gonna half all of my points. Oh. Is this kind of? Yeah, it's called a hot tub stream. Yeah, that's. You can't see it right now, but I'm chilling in a hot tub. Two guys chilling in a hot tub 5 feet apart because they're not gay. I love that fucking video. Cool. I did it. I got hella money. Damn, I got hella money. Okay, so I'm gonna fire him. Give me the dairy. Give me the goat cheese, please. Damn, I didn't get the goat cheese. Swiss, cheddar, mozzarella. Let's do the Swiss. Might as well. And then I can get rid of one. Reroll. Yes, I'll take that. Give me some more veggies. Ooh, spicy meatball. Plus 2 points to each ingredient touching it, and sometimes it'll actually appear on fire. Tomatoes. Spinach. Let's do the red chili. Might as well. Which means I can get the locked cooler. Can also get some extra roots. I can get more garlic if I wanted to. Yeah, fuck it. Might as well get more garlic. Reroll again. Oh, there's no reason for me to reroll there. Oh well. I mean, I had the money. Might as well use the money. I think it's suffice to say, with this many... I think I got this. I've got so many different multipliers going on at the same time right now. Jeez. Okay. I need more money, or more points from pepperonis. So I'm going to do the pepperoni. Nah, let's do the feta. Fuck it. There's the scrimp. Oh, he's a centrist. I hate the radical centrist perk. God, I hate the radical centrist perk. It makes things so much harder. Green onion. Banana. There's the pepperoni. This is so hard to do. I'm just stuffing the fuck out of this thing. Like you said earlier, I'm getting freaky with my ingredients up in here. There we go. Hi, how you doing? God. God damn, dude. Freaky ass stream. Oh, I just can't touch veggie. I can touch cheese all the fuck I want. Oh, god damn. Jeez, this thing's just fucking littered, dude. Where's the egg? Can you see the egg? Jesus. Favorable, I thank you very much for stopping by my stream. However, I do not enjoy the fact that you decided to post a URL in my stream, so I am going to have to delete your comments. Do hope that you be a little bit more mindful in the future. Jesus Christ. It just... number go up. I think this might be the biggest number I've ever seen on an omelet. Yeah, definitely is, 100%. Damn. That's That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I could hit endless and try, but I don't think I want to. Yeah, new best. 444 points. I am number 299 on the leaderboards for this. So I am in the top. Let's see, that's there. I'm in the top third. Okay, I can take that. I can definitely. I feel like I should have done better than that, but also at the same time, damn. Well, Steven, are you ready to see Principal Chicken? Principal Chicken will eat my omelets and tell me how well I did. Let's go meet Principal Chicken. Caw. Time for omelet inspection. Let's see how you did, chef. Eats all the toppings, including the wrench. There's so many toppings. I put so much shit on those later stages. Very chewy. Plenty of vegetable. Nice and raw. Well done, chef. You may return tomorrow. 20 points with Swiss cheese. You need something even fancier. Take this, and don't even bother asking for a grater. They want the whole slice, I assure you, chef. I got some Parmesan, some Parmesan, some Reggiano. Yes. Plus 0.3 times to each ingredient pointed at. 40 points of pepperoni. Omelette, you make a pizza someday. Until then, chew on this. Beef jerky? I got beef jerky? Plus 1 points per chew. I can put beef jerky on an omelet now. Okay, cool. I'm down with it. Cool. And that's the highest difficulty on the mushroom and sausage omelet. It's sausage and spinach. My bad. Sausage and spinach. That's funny. Beef jerky on. Honestly, I feel like it actually probably would go over really well, depending on the type of beef jerky. Especially if you like put it in while it's still wet before you fully cook out the omelet, because then it might actually soften up the jerky. And if you're not using like Jack Link's, that is, if you're using like actually smoked jerky, then you could be able to make it more palatable and easier to chew. So it could honestly work out really, really well. Huh. That's something to think about. I still need to score 6 points with goat cheese. I haven't done that with goat cheese yet. Catalog, dairy, goat cheese. I've gotten 14 points with goat cheese. What the fuck do you mean? That's weird. Okay. That's blue cheese. I know that's blue cheese. Fucking nasty ass blue cheese on an omelet. I'm sure it's okay. I'm sure I'm just being mean and rude to it for no reason, but also there's kind of a reason, because fuck blue cheese. It's under the moldy. It's under moldy tab. Like, ugh. Yeah, that's how you play this game. I would start another one, but I have a feeling that's going to take me over my time limit. So I kind of want to just hop on to Stellaris. Especially because the next one is the Tin Can Trasher. Complete a run with this combo to view the leaderboard. I start off with a coconut, a tin can, and 4 sardines. Interesting. And then I've also got the moldy run. Ew. Oh. Plus 3 points per ingredient touching this. This one's going to be rough, I think. 50% chance of being moldy. Fungi basket is more common in the shop. I wonder if these things can't get moldy, but I bet they can. I bet they can. Dude, I know, man. Like, there are straight ingredients that have mold. Oh, 40% chance and a 50. There's a 90% chance that things are just going to pop up with mold. That's nasty. That's disgusting. This one's going to suck. Okay, yeah, no. Let's back up before we both get like even more weirded out. All right, let's go to this one. So yeah, I'm just gonna hop over to some Stellaris so we can build our next civilization. I might get off a little earlier than anticipated, but I am exhausted. I am friggin' tired. If we build this one a lot faster than normal, then I can just also do a secondary civilization. We'll come to that bridge. We'll come on that bridge. Yes. Everybody's favorite is to come on a bridge. Yeah, it was a real long day for me. So I got off stream last night, and I was like, cool, I got off early. Let's go ahead and get everything ready for, going to sleep early. So I tried to sit there and go to sleep early. Couldn't. Kept trying. About every 15 minutes, I would wake back up. Unfortunately. So I only got maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours worth of sleep. Got up at 6:30 so I could start getting ready to leave the house and be at work by 8. God dang it. Ugh. And then while I was at work, I didn't get to sit down. It was a 10-hour shift, and I only got to sit down for maybe 40 minutes of it, and that's including my break, my lunch break. So it was rough. I was really just trying to keep us caught up. And then I was successful all the way up until about 11:30 noonish, and then we just got slammed. And then I got hit with a couple of different like really difficult jobs. So like going down to CT, 2 of the patients I needed to take down to CT had BiPAPs, which are on really big machines. One of my patients was combative. Another one had an anxiety attack in the middle of the CT. And then I had an ICU patient. That one wasn't too bad, the ICU patient. We just had to get them. It took a while to get them situated on the CT table. I had to go to CT a lot today. It sucked. Stelly Aris. Boom, boom, save all. Yeah, it sucked. But at the same time, I got to talk to some interesting people. I only discharged like 2 people, and one of them was a mother and child, new mom, new baby. And she looked very familiar, and her last name was very familiar, but I also didn't have, like, she's 8 years younger than me, so it's like, how the fuck would I even know you? So I didn't even ask. So, let me show off the civilization that I built yesterday. This is the Reality from Within. That is the name of their empire. They are from a savannah world called Tanspire. Like Tanzania, Anyways. They are a necroid species. So basically they are a parasitic species that take over a host. They are not the body. They are what's inside the body. Thus, the reality from within. They are an imperial, so monarch style, succession line and ruler setup with experimental sentencing So they use judicial processing and a thirst of knowledge to share a single solution in the society. Working in utmost secrecy, researchers conduct harsh experiments on test subjects drawn from the criminal underworld. The occasional fatality is the cost of progress. So I have access to slave army abominations. So slave armies are basically armies that I have to get neural implants to basically make them fight for me and not have to worry about them running away. And abominations increases their maximum combat capabilities. They're one of the hardest hitting types of units on sieges. So they're really, really good, but you have to be okay with A, slaves, and B, testing on them very heavily. I've got orderlies. I've got experimentation chambers. So I like the idea of basically driving a criminal underground just so that I can fund my experimental testing, which will increase the amount of research that I get, but it'll also increase the ability for me to create some really good armies. Sounds like my Tuesday afternoon. And then I've also got slaver guilds. So the ones that aren't getting experimented on, they're happier because I have guilds that actually maintain the order of the slaves and make sure that they're treated okay. And their efficiency is up because of it. So if they're just a normal slave, cool. If they are a slave, but they are a criminal, then I can use them for research and turn them into an abomination to go attack my enemies. Cool. Now, my whole goal with this, though, was to contradict themselves. So while that is like their whole prerogative, they're pacifist. As much as they want slaves, they don't want war. They really are just like, well, I will buy your extra citizens, yes. Oh, you want to come over here? Sure, you can come over here. You're going to be a slave. And their origin is necrophage. The civilization evolved as a parasite forced to feed off of other sapient life forms to sustain itself. As it arrives on the galactic stage, other species will either be brought into the fold or become its food. For the necrophage, there can be no other way. So another fun thing about having slaves is that there is a level below slave. You would think slave would be the lowest, but as a fanatic authoritarian, I can change the rights of the slaves themselves and turn them into livestock. So not only do I have slaver guilds, not only do I experiment on my criminals, but I can also turn species into livestock, sapient or not. But I'm a pacifist, so like, So necrophage, yep, and then so because of necrophage, they have leader lifespan increased. They have quite a few different little like bonuses on amenities and their upkeep and things like that. So the population as a whole doesn't really use a lot of amenities and a lot of food and a lot of energy and things like that. It actually makes it easier for them to just survive. But because they took over a host body, they don't really work the body itself very well. So the job efficiency is down and they don't grow at the same rate. Spare organs. So if I do end up turning some of the criminals of my own species into livestock, then I get increased output because they have more organs. Oh, and leaders will survive their first death. So they will die, then they will come back. So their lifespans increase a little bit longer than normal. They're also shelled. So they have their own shells. Basically, in my headcanon, in my lore, the body that they inhabit is considered their shell. So they can just go to sleep, the body will fall over, and that counts as their house. So their housing usage is down by 3/4. and their habitability is up by 10%. So I can colonize other planets a lot easier, and I don't have to worry about having as many houses to home them, to shelter them. I can just have people pass out in the streets and call it good, because the body is their home. It's their shell. And they're enduring. They live an extra 20 plus years. So not only do they come back from their first death, but they live 20% longer, or 20 years longer on average. But they are brittle. So as much as they don't use a lot of amenities, they use a lot more amenities. And they are jinxed. I felt like that was kind of a poetic little thing. The leader maximum negative traits is up by 1. So if they're cocky, if they're addicted to drugs and alcohol, if they get arrested development, which means that they can't gain any more levels and they can't get any better than they currently are, these are all things that can pop up a lot easier. So there's negatives, there's positives. I really wanted these guys to kind of just like be weird. I don't think these guys are going to play very well. And I was looking through, I don't think I have an apocalyptic world. I don't think I have one where I do not. So yeah, I'm thinking about doing like a radioactive post-apocalyptic civilization this time around, but honestly, we can do whatever we want. I kind of want to look at Origins first for that reason, because the one I was thinking of was, yeah, post-apocalyptic. The homeworld is a tomb world, meaning that it's bathed in radiation. Baptized by nuclear fire, this civilization has faced total annihilation and survived. Devastated yet unbroken, they have rebuilt civilization from the ashes of their old world. So I was thinking about that. I was also thinking about Shattered Ring. The civilization inhabits a ring world built by unknown forerunners. If it can be understood and fully repaired, it will grant them great power. So you know, like the rings in Halo? It's basically that, but a small segment. And that's basically their home world. So I was thinking one of those two, but honestly, if you have an idea for a civilization or anything that I've talked about before that sounds really cool that you want to try out, like the Here Be Dragons, I thought that was a really cool one that we read last time. Or the well, I don't want to do Wilderness because that's going to be a hive mind. I kind of like the idea of evolutionary predators. These things are just built to eat and consume. I also saw the Cybernetic Creed earlier. Yes, last night. Let's do which one? On the Here Be Dragons, the Shattered Ring, or... Oh, evolution. Yeah, okay. Evolutionary predators. The species has always hunted the most unique creatures, driven by an instinct they didn't fully understand. Possessing a rare ability to integrate the genetics of the prey, it evolved into the apex predator of the world, absorbing every genetic advantage available. Now their hunger leads them to the stars. So, malleable genes, adaptive evolution, and their homeworld is genetic soup. I don't know what that means. So we just can't be a machine, basically, is how this reads. So, since all we have to do is just not be a machine. Humanoid, mammalian, reptilian, avian, arthropod, molluscoid, fungoid, plantoid, lithoid. We could be lithoid. We could be hungry rocks. Necroid, aquatic. Aquatic sounds fun too. Ooh, we could actually be straight Cthulhu. No, that's not the one I'm thinking of. Where's the one I'm thinking of? Reptilian does make the most sense, yeah. There's a Cthulhu, boys. Cthulhu. The Cult of Cthulhu. So we got Cthulhu A and we got Cthulhu B. Cthulhu B looks... It's got a bigger mouth to it. I like Cthulhu A better, though. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Cthulhu A just looks so much more imposing. So, evolutionary predators. Let's see. If they just... I kind of... So they're definitely going to be militarist in some way, shape, or form. They just want to go after things and kill things. I kind of also like the idea of them being materialistic. But also the downside to that means that they really focus on robots, which isn't what I was trying to do. I like the idea of materialists being more like hoardy, but that's not what it means in this case. It just means that they like robots. So militarist, xenophobic, or we could do xenophiles. We could make them militarists, authoritarians, and xenophiles. So they love people because they want to eat them and gain their genetic code. They can use a caste-like system in order to make sure that their species is above the others and they can feed off of them. And they can go to war so that they can get more people. That fits perfectly. Let's do it then. And just because of that, let's go dictatorial. It's a dictatorship. And we'll come back to the civics later. And the traits. Oh gosh. What is it that Cthulhu comes from? I keep my brain's going to Bram Stoker's Dracula, but I know that's completely wrong. What books are they from? Lovecraft. H.P. Lovecraft. Okay, cool. So we can call these the Lovecraft spaceships. Cool. And these are molluscoids. So let's see what the molluscoid names are. Yes, Lovecraftian. The Lovecraft spaceships, the LCSS. There we go. Nedie Uvili. Ganjom. Gabal Uludi. Yeah, I like the sound of that. Okay, so these are a Cthulhu species. What shall we call them? Well, first things first, Empire name. Well, I say first things first, but I like the idea of doing the Empire name right now. Because I like the idea of calling them Lovecraft's Dream. The Lovecraft Dream Empire. How do you spell Reich? The Lovecraftian Reich. Dude, we could also do the Lovecraftian Reich. That would be crazy. The Lovecraftian Reich. And their adjective will just be the Reich. I love that. I don't know why. It's not the Third Reich, it's the 3,000 Reich. And it rose up from the depths. Would you rather do Lovecraftian Reich or the Lovecraft Dream? Or Lovecraft's Dream? Because I like both. I really do like both. I thought the Lovecraftian Reich sounds fucking funny. Especially considering that... did I spell it wrong? Love... Crafting Reich. Yeah. I thought it sounded... It came to my brain. It's like, oh yeah, we're enslaving entire populations so that we can feast on them. Forget... It's going to be the mustard gas chamber, but it's just so that they can be more spicy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I should say that online. All right, so Cthulhu. Yeah, probably. Let's bring it down. Bring it down a little bit. Let's see the species name itself. Cthulhu. I don't want to call him just straight Cthulhu though. I feel like that's a little too on the nose. What is the scientific name? Where is my phone? Screw it. Let me just check my browser. There it is. Le Google. What is the... oh god, what's it called? What's it called? There is a specific type of... The Eldritch. Ooh, the Eldritch would make sense. How is Eldritch? Oh, I don't have my glasses on. That's even better. Yes, I love that. I love that. We'll just call them Eldritch because sometimes there'll be sentences that start with the, and it'll double up on it. It'll be the Eldritch. So we'll just do Eldritch. And I think plural also works with that too. Yeah, and the adjective makes sense being done that way. Okay, cool. Yeah, that works out well. All right, cool. Yes, this is gonna be fun. Now comes the hard part. What's their homeworld gonna be? We could make them just come straight out of the ocean, because, you know, Lovecraftian. We could also make them come out of the tundra. Heavy mountains. So I'm kind of split between ocean and tundra. Let me see if I can find that squid name that I was trying to find earlier. Big fin squid. What is the big fin squid scientific name? I like the sound of the tundra too, because like they would be descending down from the mountains through the fog. Magna pinna. Have you ever looked up what a big fin squid looks like, Steven? They're super mega imposing. So I was thinking about doing they've got like 30, I think it's like, no, maybe not 30 foot long. They've got a very short body, but their tentacles are ridiculously long. So the arms themselves can be anywhere between 13 to 26 feet in length, even though the body is only like maybe a 3 foot body at most. It's like 2 to 3 foot body. So, and they live in the deep, deep ocean. So they just sit there with their tentacles splayed out below them, like so menacingly. So I was thinking about having the world be basically named after them. Magna Pinna. Right? I love it. So I was thinking Cthulhu Penna. We could call the homeworld name Cthulhu Penna. Cthulhu Penna. Did I spell that right? Pina, Cthulhu Pina. That's what it is. And the star name, we could call it HP because of HP Lovecraft. Or we could figure out another play on words. Especially considering that these are highly predatory, so also HP, but a highly predatory species. I do kind of like just calling the star name HP, though. I don't know why. The HP system from the Lovecraftian Reich. Because the star name's also the name of the system itself. And we could, let's see. It has a great ring to it. I agree. Neb system, ocean paradise. Void dwellers. Void dwellers, soul, fear the dark. Alright, cool. So I kind of like the idea of putting them in a trinary system. So like 3 stars orbiting each other. Just because that's kind of a rare type of system. So it makes sense. But if we want to maximize the amount of planets that we can potentially like mine from and everything, then a trinary one would make sense. So each individual star in the system would have a solar bodies orbiting it. But it'd be so cool to just have 3 stars in the center rotating each other, and all 3 of those stars would be HP. Especially because I think we'd be able to eventually mine all 3 of them. I say mine. Siphon off energy. My bad. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Let's do that. See, the Molluscoid City's kind of cool. I feel like the Lithoid cities look more HP Lovecraftian. The Necroid cities are cool, but it looks more like Dracula. Ooh, Shellcraft. Shellcraft cities, probably. Oh, Psionic's also really good, too, for that. So, Spinovore has actual, like, bones reaching towards the sky. Psionic City has, like, twisting metal spires reaching towards the sky. And Lithoid City has what looks to be artificial mountains that are shaped in the style of buildings. I like all three. If we're really trying to keep with the Lovecraftian, though, I think the one that looks like it's got bones reaching for the heavens. Yeah, that really makes the most sense, doesn't it? The bones of the defeated and eaten prey. And we've got a room that's a trophy room, too, so that's kind of... Let's see if there's anything that beats it. I mean, this one looks like it's made of flesh. Ooh. Oh, here we go. This one's got teeth, like like it was grown. A room that looks like it was grown and has teethy stuff, or do we want to get a trophy room? I really like the teeth. Yeah, I think that's the one. The window has veins. Like, why wouldn't we? That's crazy looking.
Descent is forcefully discouraged.
Cry havoc and let slip the dogs of war.
Ooh.
Death comes for all Scythians in the end.
That.
No one said it couldn't be let in every chase first.
Okay, yeah, that sounded cool. Yeah, the advisor's voice is going to be necrotic because, like...
Death comes for all Scythians in the end. But no one said it couldn't be led a merry chase first.
Yeah, definitely do necrotic. Yep, that's the one. That sounded so cool. So, domination. Let's try to find something that's just, like, wickedly Lovecraftian. Something with, like, tentacles and shit. Necrotic. I mean, that kind of... And that looks like just some big being. Then we got the pirates. Just one big skull. Oh, no, here we go. I found it. It's a skull and tentacles. I'm pretty sure that's going to be the one. I mean, this one's kind of cool, too. But, like, how can you go wrong with that? Ooh. We got... Do you want to do... We got squid, we've got octopus, and we've got skull octopus. That one's kind of cool, too. Yeah, skull octopus probably is. Yeah. You got me. So I like this blue, but I'm thinking like something like that almost. That looks kind of boring. But I was thinking like green and blue. Purple does kind of play into their whole spiel, though, doesn't it? That's kind of cool. This looks like the Skulltopus is coming up from the depths. Let me swap these colors around and see how that looks. Not as good. I think that looks better. What else? Ooh. Nope, didn't do what I was hoping it would. This makes it look like that it's rising up from navy blue, like a deep navy blue. What do I have here for that? Ooh. Okay. And doing like more like a... Do we want to keep the dark purple? Oh yeah, and a deep purple, like you said. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I see what you're saying. This looks like it's coming up from the deep blue into the sky. That's kind of cool. Okay, I can see what you're saying with that. Yeah. I feel like that looks kind of... Ooh, I like that. Chetvin! Looks like that room for crafting love, all right? Yes, yes. You can only craft love with tentacles. We all know this. We've all seen anime. We understand. Do we like this insignia? Because I kind of really like this one now. It looks like it's coming up from the depths, but it's hits the sky, and then there's like a outer layer of space while also having an under layer of depth. I really like that. You gonna help us make our Cthulhu Lovecraftian ships? I like it too. Yeah, yeah, let's do that. Ship sets. I guess we're gonna go with the biological ships again. Except the Sino-4 style with all the bones. He does need to make a race. After we get done with this race, let's have Chatwin make a race. I'm okay with doing 2. Nothing says I can't do more than 1. God, that's crazy looking with the spines on the side. Yeah. Oh, look, their construction ship has grippers too. It's got grippers. Ooh, hello. I bet they're crafting love inside that bubble. Colony ship. Science ship's kind of meh. But that's okay. Not every ship has to be a banger. This is what I was waiting for. This looks like it's a ship on its own, but this is actually the Citadel. This is the fortress. And those are the different modules of the fortress. Okay, that's cool. Not as cool as the Shellcraft stuff, but still really cool. The Colossus. Look at that. It looks like it's going to open up and eat you. Is there any way I can, like, activate it? I want to see what it looks like when it's activated. I can't. Upsetting. But whenever Colossus activates, it's destroying a world. So my guess is that each one of these jaw-like structures opens up to reveal the cannon beneath it. Be more technical. Okay. Oh, that's so cool. And how about it? God, that's my favorite looking Juggernaut I think I've ever seen. That's so cool. All right, so if we're going to do that, then what do I have down here that I think would work? The Mind Warden stuff would probably be really good then. Looks like it's kind of blending into the darkness around it. Ooh, sharp, jagged edges. Really, really shows off. Whenever it shows off color, it's purple, so black and purple. Ooh, that Titan looks cool. I like this. Construction ship's kind of cool. It reminds me of the Star Wars ones. Dude, the colony ship. It's a pyramid. Hell yeah. Science ship's fucking cool too. I like that engine. Citadel is just like your basic type of menacing, but still really nice. Colossus would definitely look cool. Their Juggernaut looks sleek. That looks sleek. And we got the psionic ones. The fleet should be advanced. Yeah, I agree with you. Whoa. That's just what their frigate looks like. Looks like a scythe going through. Okay. Why does this scream more Lovecraftian than the Mind Warden stuff? The tweezers. This also reminds me of the Covenant from Halo in a way. Construction shaft. I like the look of that. Look at that shaft. Gotta have a good shaft. Whoa, that's their colony ship? Those are the habitation pods? That's cool. The science ship is like a cool type of basic. Low-key, the mollusks have that vibe too. I thought about looking at the mollusks. We'll look at the mollusks next. Okay, that's cool. Citadel looks interesting. We'll look at the mollusk ships after this, but I'm really leaning towards the psionic ships as well, because that's just cool. Oh, especially after looking at the Juggernaut. The Juggernaut looks like it has tentacles on the side almost. That hardened into fins. Look at that. Okay, yeah, that it's gonna be hard to beat that. Let me see what the mollusk ships look like real quick. All right, little loop-de-loops. Oh, yeah. Cruiser looks good. I love the look of this battleship. I can understand where you're coming from on that, Cypher. Welcome in, by the way, Cypher. Hope you've been having a good night. Mind Flayer vibes. Yeah, I can understand that. Construction ship. Colony ship. I like their science ship, too. Okay. That looks like a jellyfish. Jelly. Well, actually, it looks like a bunch of jellyfish. That's kind of cool. Colossus just looks like a big egg. Oh, look at that Juggernaut. Yeah, I like the look of the Juggernaut. But I am still definitely leaning towards the psionic ships, because we're creating a Cthulhu species, so let's because I mean, look at that. That just screams Cthulhu. It's also in our colors. Like, it's got that blue and the purple, so I'm thinking we'll do that one. Thank you very much for the follow, Cypher. Cosmic horror. That's what we're trying to go for, yeah. You know, I still need to read the books. I know it's kind of crazy, but I have played a Lovecraftian D&D session before. Yeah, let's go with the psionics. It looks really good. So the name of our first ruler. What shall we do? Because we got the Lovecraftian Reich. We're at the Cthulhupina homeworld and the HP system. We could, what's the vampire squid? What's their scientific name? Vampire squid scientific name. Vampirotuthis infernalis. Infernalis. Ooh. I like the idea of potentially calling it Infernalis. Vampiro Infernalis. Let's see how that looks when it's spelled out. Vampiro Infernalis. Very long fucking name, but I think it looks cool. Yeah, it rolls off the tongue. Even though it's long, it does feel like it rolls off the tongue nicely, doesn't it? So yeah, Grand Marshal. I hate to put this on my... Oh, he was just a dictator. We could just call it the Grand Squid. The ruler title, anyways. Grand Mollusk. I actually kind of like the sound of that. The Grand Mollusk. Yeah, let's call him the Grand Mollusk. I like that. The Grand Mollusk. And just so you know, Cypher, I am streaming. I'm dual streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. So I'm going to be swapping back and forth between the chats. So sometimes it seems like I'm talking to nobody, but I'm talking to some other people that are also on YouTube. So if you'd like, you can also follow me over there. But I am on Twitch, so there's really whatever's like a pick your poison kind of thing. Do you prefer purple or do you prefer red? Evolutionary stage. Oh, yeah, evolutionary stage 3. Give me all the spines. I am a Chaos faction lover when it comes to Warhammer 40k. So give me all the spiky bits. LLUSK. Heresy. Ooh, speaking of red, I kind of like the base blue, though. We could also go dark blue. Purple, almost. Indigo, if you will. Definitely don't want to go that one. I kind of like it. But I think we should probably just go classic, like Cthulhu colors, honestly, for our first one. Wearing the red suit. Yes, yes. I do declare. Alright, so, ruler traits. Official, commander, scientist. Considering that these guys are advanced predators that intake the genetic code of the species that they eat, I'm going with commander. I'm thinking a warlike commander specifically, but charismatic also makes sense. Yeah, I'm thinking just a commander, either warlike or charismatic. Charismatic will probably be better for the beginning stages, because doing war early on isn't really the best thing in the world. But for the lore, warlike. Yep. Yeah, we gotta go for the lore. Dude, Spark of Genius is so good. It's so good early game. But what just to let you know right now, I am going to become a VTuber, and I'm going to be doing a big grand model debut whenever I finally get to getting all of my assets and kind of just revealing my brand. And when I do that, I'm going to be doing a massive Stellaris campaign, minimum 12-hour stream, possibly longer. And I'm going to be using only, I'm going to click that box that says it can only be using civilizations and species that I have created. So every stream, whenever I end the stream, I'm going to be creating a civilization or two, depending on how things turn out. I have somebody here that actually wants to create a civilization with me after this. So we're going to be creating 2 today. And then I'm going to be doing this grandiose battle and a maximum length. I'm going to have the end game start as late as possible. So it's going to be a very, very fun, a very, very long, and a very drawn out campaign. I know it's not going to be done in 12 hours. I'm thinking it's going to be like I think it's going to be closer to 80 hours before I finally get to close to the end game. But I want to create as many civilizations as possible. So I'm going to be streaming every day for a week because I just started streaming. This is my 4th stream. And so if you're going to be here tomorrow at all, I would love to see you tomorrow, and we can create a civilization for you as well. So I always save this best for last. Best for last. So we got to do our civics and we got to do our traits. Since we are a evolutionary predator that believes in war. We believe in war, we believe in authoritarianism, and we are xenophile just because we want to get as many species as we can eat them, yes. We are going to see what really fits that over here. Byzantine bureaucracy, no. Processing, no, not what I thought it was. Should be fun for you know, Reich like actions. We love other beings. We just want to make sure we get them all together in one little spot. You know, make sure that they're happy in their own little. We'll call it a town. Yeah. I don't. Just because they're intense doesn't mean that it's not a town, right? Civil education. Ooh, replaces all. Oh, that's not what I thought it was. Dang it. Crowdsourcing? No. Crusader Spirit actually seems like it'd be right up their alley, though. The lack of guidance creates weak minds, which easily succumb to corruption and plunge into decadence. This society has assumed the self-imposed mantle of bringing enlightenment to the masses through aggressive proselytizing. Proselytizing, my bad. That does speak like them. Crusades, big crusades. I've done cutthroat politics recently. No, that's more of a research. Diplomats, don't care about that. Distinguished Admiralty. The fleet and the Admiralty have unusually prominent roles in this society, wielding a great deal of influence in political circles. They have the pick of the litter when it comes to new military recruits. That kind of makes sense, because we need to have a good, strong navy in order for us to be able to spread the Reich. So I kind of really liked that, too. Ooh, we could lead people into a false sense of hope with Freehaven. So I love Freehaven whenever I play pacifistic xenophile races, but I'm thinking of the way that we can flip it on its head. This society has a well-earned reputation as a free haven. The tired, the poor, the humbled masses yearning to breathe free are all welcome here, regardless of their species or origin. So, because if you have this activated, anytime that like a major coup happens, if you live next to a pirate haven, like you will randomly get people that are trying to escape war, people that are trying to escape from being prosecuted from their own people. So we could technically... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. So technically, we could just be like, yeah, come on. We promise we won't make you slaves and turn you into livestock. Oh, no. We promise. So that could be that could be bad. That could be great for what we're trying to go for. I've never thought of using Freehaven as a way to increase slave population. That's a crazy thought. I've always been like, yeah, come on, we'll be happy. We want the best of the best. we want food. Give free food. That's crazy. There's historical artifacts. Don't care about that. Genetic identification. Ooh, because these guys take on genetic code of the things that they eat. No, never mind. This one seems kind of like... It's cool, but also at the same time not needed. Yeah, no, not that one. Dude, Freehaven does sound perfect for what we're trying to go for. Mining guilds, mutagenic spas, nationalistic zeal. That sounds straight up what we're trying to go for as well. A strong sense of nationalistic pride permeates all layers of the society. So claim influence cost is down, war exhaustion gain is down, which is huge. And it increases our naval capacity. It's not a massive buff, but it will help out, honestly. Pleasure Seekers sounds cool, but not quite what we're going for. Ooh, a police state. To quash any traces of dissent, the population in this repressive society is carefully monitored and controlled by a large internal police force. So Freehaven plus police state would mean that, yes, you can come here, and then we're just going to turn you into a slave, and then you're going to be able to do nothing because I've got more enforcers and I've got more police patrolling. I've got secret police, basically. Oh, and then I just looked down below this. Reanimators. Within this society, death is no bar to the call of arms. Masters of the art of necromancy reanimate corpses to raise dead hosts and guardians, striking fear into the hearts of lesser mortals. Soldiers are replaced with necromancers, and we can get dread encampments and dread outposts. Defeated organic armies are sometimes resurrected as undead armies. And defeated leviathans can sometimes be resurrected? No way. Okay, I vote we need to do this one. Like that one needs to happen. Like that one's like kind of, you can't argue with that one. Noise! What's up, Noise? I hope you've been having a good day so far. Using the prey to hunt the prey. Especially whenever we take on a Leviathan, the fact that we could potentially reanimate a Leviathan is absolutely crazy. Especially considering some of the Leviathans that they've added into this game. Like, there are some planets that you think are normal planets, but they're actually eggs for a large-ass creature that'll just hatch out of the planet, and then you can kill that thing and potentially get it on your team. Like, that's crazy. Oh, that's so good. Had a star tick once? That sounds awesome. That sounds really cool. Secret societies. A cabal of elite and secretive figures weave complicated political threads behind the scenes of the society, entwining internal affairs with those of other worlds. It's been a day. Well, I hope your day gets either a little bit better or you're about to sleep and that you sleep really, really well. I feel you on the fact it's been a day. I'm currently running on less than 2 hours of sleep. Did a 10-hour shift where I didn't sit down for but 40 minutes, including my break. And so I completely feel you on the fact that today, because I had to come home and do laundry after all that. So... Right, Chatwin? That just sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? Clandestine factions. So do we want to have a secret? Do we want to have the Illuminati or the Cthulhu-nati behind the scenes on these guys? Increased encryptions, increased envoys. Ooh. It does make sense, especially considering the Illuminalu. I'm leaning secret societies. Shadow Council's technically better, but secret society is more Lovecraftian. Storm Devotion. Oh, are you trying to edit more videos? And it keeps crashing, I guess. Oh, man. You really... Is it like your CPU that's like overloading and then shutting off your computer? Or... Oh, no. Is it the program itself is just overloading and crashing? I think I remember us talking about that not too long ago. Ever since ancient times, the society has been able to attract tempests through their rituals. Over the years, they've combined technical innovations to enhance their efficiency. With the dawn of the space age, they now seek to take this knowledge to the stars. So there are space storms in this game. There are electromagnetic storms. There are psionic storms. There are so many different types of like solar storms. There's so many things that can happen within the universe itself that can change the way the Empire has to function, recover, grow, etc. It sounds like these guys have learned the ability to not only tell more of whenever a cosmic storm is coming, but also direct it in a certain way. Because they have storm dancers, like... I do think that Secret Societies is more Lovecraftian, but Storm Devotion kind of speaks more as Cthulhu specific. It does, doesn't it? I think I like the idea of Storm Devotion. So what are you guys thinking? Storm Devotion, or should we do the Secret Societies? Because this is just cool. Yeah, let's do Storm Devotion. Cool. And those are the two civics. Now, traits. Traits are going to be fun. I kind of want to do the negative traits first. Permeable skin. What's that one? Specially developed skin that requires ideal conditions coats the species. As long as the species does not stray from their home climate, that shouldn't be a problem. Oh, darn. That'd be kind of cool. We can do Secret Society as the third one later on once we unlock the third one. Because we'll always be able to get a third civic later on. We just have to get that research. Slow breeders makes a lot of sense for this one. Repugnant also makes a lot of sense here too. I vote for slow breeders, repugnant, and wasteful. Sedentary kind of makes sense, but also doesn't at the same time. Permeable skin also makes sense, and so does jinxed. But I just did a jinxed population, so I kind of don't want to do another jinxed population. Deviants also makes a lot of sense, too. was stunned by somebody else. Because we're already sitting at a -4, like right out the gate, because we have malleable genes. Because we have malleable genes, we'll be able to get rid of some of these negative traits a lot easier later on down the line. But for the beginning portion, we're just going to be very... have a lot of negative traits. So pop growth speed is down by slow breeders. Job efficiency for influential jobs, meaning like your leaders and such, it would be down with repugnant. Wasteful pop consumer goods upkeep is up by 10. So basically they just eat a lot. They throw their stuff on the ground. We have to spend more resources in order to be able to keep up with both the waste and the demand. Permeable skin basically just means that if we're on like an alpine, a tundra, or an Arctic world, we're okay for the most part. But if we're on like an ocean, a continental, a dry, arid, wet planet, those are going to be a little bit less. And then deviance, governing ethics, attraction. Basically, people don't want to listen to you. Yeah, I'll leave permeable skin off for right now. So we can just do repugnant slow breeders. And that'll give us one level 2 thing that we can get. Which I kind of like the idea of making them adaptive so that they can increase their habitability. Deviant doesn't match very well. Okay. Would quarrelsome or decadence? Because we're at a -1, so we need to get at least one more negative modifier in order to level it out. Solitary would work. It increases their housing usage, but I mean, that's kind of, like I said, we can work this stuff off later. Solitary allows them to actually just kind of live on their own a little bit more. We'd need more houses, but that might be one of the first things I get rid of. That and slow breeders. Could also do slow learners, but I don't want to base it off the Call of Cthulhu games. I'd rather it be off of like straight Cthulhu. Yeah, you're not wrong. Let's do solitary then. Cool. And these are our guys. Hell yeah. I'm just making sure that we got everything done and correct. Tertiary HP, city, room, Necroid. I love the flag. The ship sets are psionic, ruler appearance, and ruler traits. Hell yeah, so we got it. And this is how they look. All right. Chetvin, it's your turn, buddy. So let's go ahead and show you a little bit about what we've already got. So we've got our Lovecraftian Eldritch Horrors. We've got the Necrotic Peaceful Enslavers. Dude, that was really cool. This worked out a lot better than I expected. I am very happy with it. And then we've got our Plant Dragon boys that come from the Life Tree. We've got the Drell. We've tried our best to remake the Drell from Mass Effect, but instead of them just die, like, instead of their world being the thing that kills them just because it's their world, it got visited by a toxic god, and that's why there is a Night Society and a Death Cult there now. Little different. I've got some militaristic rocks that are treasure hunters. They're not really militaristic. I mean, they are militaristic, but they're only militaristic for the fact that they want to go and get as much. They're greedy. They want to get as much as they can. I got some super psionic, hella devoted to the warp, basically, types of people. I've got some lava people, some lava men that come from a volcanic world. I've got some lithoids here that are a hive mind. Oh, also our plant dragons are also a hive mind. And they are all about... Is this what I'm thinking it is? Yeah, they control space fauna, so like space amoebas. Yeah, Cypher, if you're here tomorrow, man, we'll definitely make yours tomorrow. Start thinking about what you want. Then I've got my pirates here, my lizardmen pirates. I've got a megacorp. So these guys are just, they're dedicated to making a profit, and that's all that they really care about. I've got a species of machines that are individualized. They are not a hive mind, and they are a dictatorship, but they're all about trying to uplift uplift the organics. They want to create an arc of organics, essentially. They want to collect them and make sure that they do good. I've got some psychic-ish, really, they're spiritualistic, but they're more so about pacifism and egalitarianism. They're really all about science, but on the psionic end of things. I've got my raiding humans. I've got the molded groundworks. These are my subterranean fungi people. And they also are beastmasters, so they really, really enjoy bringing in organics from outer space, so like space whales, space amoebas, the crystalline guys. They like to bring them in and breed them, mold them, and have them do their bidding, essentially. But also live side by side with them. I got the squiddies, my very first created one from like 7 years ago, 7 years ago. They're scientists, and they really believe in robots. So they're really trying to just go for robots. And then I just kind of created another set of scientists that are extremely just like, hey, we want to live in peace with other species, and we want to see life grow. So I've got all manner of things. I've got, if you can think of it, we can pretty much come up with it. Like, we just created Cthulhu. We created a race of hive-minded plant dragons. Like, you got a lot of options, Chatwin. Ugh. We've even got things that are toxic, and they have to live in specialized, like, suits and breathe their own gases in order to be able to survive. We've got synthetics. Dude, the hive mind dragons are so cool. Whenever we came up with that idea, I was just like, why have I never thought about this? This is so cool. Got some birdies, psionic. The lava men are also really, really cool in my opinion. I keep thinking of Star Wars Episode 3, the fight on there. Mustafar, yes, yes. The Mustafar, like creating a Mustafarian would be really cool. Because these guys would come from those types of planets. Like, look at that. Got the big old long arms and the small face. He's probably perfect for wading through lava. Oh, that's cool. Which ones were you saying were cool, though? Were you looking at the toxoid guys? The toxic guys? Because I don't think I've ever actually made a toxic race yet. Yeah, the toxoids. All right, let's do a toxoid then. Is there... This was the one that was up whenever you commented. Was it this guy that you really liked? Or was it more like one of the ones in the pods? Let's poison the galaxy then. Okay. We got one that looks like Bane. See, we got the toxic elves, we got Bane, we got the dude living in a pod. Third on top seems interesting. So these guys with the 3 heads, I do like the ones on the 3 heads. I like head and head accessories. These guys actually remind me of the twin-headed Star Wars characters that announced the pod races. They're side by side. Ooga booga. 3 heads is better than 1. 3 times the head. All right, let's go for it. All right, so the toxic specific ones, I believe, would be down here. Where are the toxic bitches at? Is this the one? I mean, Knights of the Toxic God we already did, so I kind of don't want to go back to that one. Is there another toxic one? I guess there isn't. So if we want to kind of keep up with the toxic idea, we could just do post-apocalyptic, make it a tomb world. Tomb worlds are bathed in radiation, and they having the ability to just survive in a tomb world would give you the habitability, like increased habitability that I don't think you'd be oh, no, I'm just thinking of the cockroaches. Because there is a random event that can happen on Sol where occasionally cockroaches are the ones that end up on top instead of humans. And they turn Earth into a tomb world where the cockroaches are the ones that survived. So every time I think of a tomb world, I always think of the cockroaches. But that doesn't necessarily mean that every single one is the same. God, my very first game, I thought that was funny as shit. But yeah, post-apocalyptic. We could also do a clone army. A species of short-lived and infertile soldier clones, exceptionally proficient in matters of war, left masterless and alone to question their engineered purpose and uncertain fate. So everything there is cloned. There's no like legitimate people. It's just all cloned. Doomsday is a challenging origin. Not saying that would be a bad one. It's just a real hard one. On the Soldiers of Giants would also be kind of fun, actually. This civilization has hidden boons in their solar system, placed there in a distant past by a mysterious benefactor. So essentially an ancient species and an ancient civilization lived in the area that you grew up in, that you evolved in. And you have to figure out what happened to them. As much as postal. Clones does sound pretty intriguing. I have to agree. I've been wondering about that one specifically for a long time. Because, like, your homeworld starts with ancient clone vats. Like, that is cool. And your origin also gives you specific event chains that happen in the galaxy itself. So each origin will have you do different things and give you different quests. So as long as these games go on, it's the replayability is huge, and that's why I like doing different origins all the time. Ooh, Void Dwellers also sounds pretty cool. This civilization has made its home in space for as long as maintained records. Life in a typical planetary environment is anathema to them. They live in several orbital habitats that were only recently united. So essentially, they didn't live on a planet. They evolved and grew on orbital habitats. Imagine like Tali's species, but instead of them being driven off their homeworld by the Geth, it's just the fact that they've lived out in space and on space stations for their whole life. Ooh, that would also be cool, but I'm not going to do that one. Like a spreading plague. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. It would be like a spreading plague. Orbital habitat. It would make actually colonizing planets a little tricky at first. I think, if I'm thinking the correct way. Because the habitat preference... Yeah, habitat habitability, yeah. And that's our homeworld. I feel like it'd be kind of hard at first, but also it's going to have an extreme, like, benefit later on. Because being able to just build habitats in any area of space will allow our population to just bloom in ways that I can't even think of immediately. Slow beginnings, but I think the mid to late game is going to ramp up fast. Overtuned. Nah, I don't like overtuned. Broken shackles. Perfected genes. That's cool. Ooh. A massive rift in space and time looms near the civilization's homeworld. After studying the phenomenon for millennia, recent advances in starship technology will allow them to finally reach out and discover what secrets it might hold. So it'll give us some astral rifts right off the bat and give us some rift affinity. Astral rifts are cool. That doesn't really kind of sound like what we're trying to go for, though. Starlift Citadel. Nah. Nah. So do you like Void Dwellers or do you like clones more, Chatwin? It's up to you. It is up to you. Because like I said, the origin itself is going to change the way that we actually play. Void Dwellers? Let's do Void Dwellers. And this one's going to be interesting, honestly. All right. And you said you want them to spread like a plague. I think the best kind of plague... I mean, I kind of want to make them a mega corporation. The best kind of plague is capitalism. Am I right, my friend? Megacorp would be good. We could also just go ahead and make them militaristic in a way. Or make them very xenophilic, so they really want to... Oh my god, that's right. Too real. We could have them spread like STDs and then go xenophilic and then give them the ability to crossbreed. It takes a little bit to get to that tech, but we can get to the point of creating hybrids. And that would probably be fanatic xenophiles and egalitarian. It's like, we love all aliens and we believe that we should all be on the same plane. We have the will. Let's do it. The STD or the megacorp? Capitalism or sex? What do you want to go for here? Because, like, we could turn into Arby's and be like, we have the meats for a price. I would. Sweat, baby, sweat, baby. Sex is a Texas drop me, and you do the kind of stuff that only Prince would sing about. So put your hands down my pants, and I bet you'll feel nuts. Yes, I'm Siska. Yes, I'm Eber. And you're getting 2 thumbs up. You had enough of 2-hand touch. You were out of... Go with Megacorp. Cool. Megacorp it is. Oh, wait, no. That's just their authority. So, let's do both. Let's spread like a Let's spread like an STD that we then sell back to them. All right, we'll come back to the civics and traits later. Okay, so ship prefix. So we are a megacorp. We're STDSS. That's just the ship prefix. So toxoids. Where are the toxoids at? There we go. Puke worm. Pewstrich gut muncher? Okay, yeah. Festirus pusseep? Okay, yeah. Let's actually make our people sound like an STD too. That's funny. So for the species name or the empire name. So the empire name, I would try to think of like a mega corporation that's all about toxicity and love. So a marriage counselor? No, I'm kidding. We could call ourselves Tender. We can spread the empire of Tender. Oh, what else could we do? What else could we do? I mean, we could also just put it like really real nail on the nose, real thumb on the nose, and we could just call ourselves AIDS. Call us Kindle? Okay, I'm down with that. Kindle. We are the Empire of Kindle. The Kindle Co. Corp. Kindle Corp. No. Kindle works. Let's just call it Kindle. We shall be the Kindle Empire. I'm trying to think of what it is, because, like, Kindle.co or, what is it? Kindle Corp makes sense, because, like, C Corp, S Corp. What is it whenever you're trying to create your own business? What is, like, the first business that people usually end up going with? Gosh, I can't remember what it's called. My brain is kind of shutting down right now, so I can't really think too hard. But, either way, species name. We can move on. Let's just go ahead and move on. Herpetosyphilades. We are the herpetosyphilades. I remember us making fun of that a long time ago. Kindle TM trademarked. And just the Empire adjective should be Kindle, so that'll be fine. I love Kindle TM. Herpacephaloids. I like that. Herpacephaloids. We are the herpacephaloids. And for plural, so we'll just herpacephaloid will be the name. Herpacephaloids will be the plural. And the adjective, herpacephaloan. Yeah, we're the herpacephaloan people. I like it when it does stuff like that. That's actually perfect. All right, so we are habitat preference, so we don't get to choose a planet. We are void dwellers, so we don't get to choose our... We can choose our starting solar system, but I like the idea of actually keeping that on the void dwellers system. So what should be the name of our habitat? What's the name of our original habitat? We are Kindle TM. We are the herpacephaloids. The homeworld of vaccination? No, I don't like that. I don't like that. I kind of like that, but I don't think we should. It's hepatitis B. Run. Sorry, Rick and Morty on the brain. Let's see. The Trojan Department. We could just So this is going to be displayed. So I do like the idea of just calling it the Trojan instead of adding department. Oh no, we can do DPT. DPT period. Because if it's too long, it's just going to shrink it extra small. So the Trojan Department. DPMT. Department. I think that's how it is. What is department? Let me look that up real quick. DEPA department short DEPT. That's what it is. DEPT. There we go. The Trojan Department. That's what it is. DEPT. Do you want to call the star name the Rubber? Because, I mean, we could. Or KY. For, like, the KY intensive jet. Could also just call it Lubed. Oh, no. I brought 5 gallons of lube. You think that'll be enough? We could also call it the dungeon. The KY system has a nice ring to it. It really does, doesn't it? The KY system. Oh, what are we making? What have we done? Why am I not surprised that this is what we're going with when it comes to Chatwin's race? Like... I'm cooking. Okay, I'll let you cook. I'm gonna let you cook. Man's Kitty being a dildo. It sounds like Kitty needs to sleep with Mommy tonight. Wait, what?
Could also call it Cartman. The Cartman system. Or Cartman's mom.
I saw this coming from a mile away. We could also name it after your favorite porn star. The Lisa Ann system. There needs to be a Cartman race. We can think of we need to think of something like that at some point. But we are I'm definitely going to be doing ciphers tomorrow as long as he says he's going to show up, so we're going to do ciphers tomorrow. I'm also going to do an extra long stream, so we might do 2 tomorrow. We could go with Mr. Slave. The star named Mr. Slave. He tried to take the entire star, and, well, he became the star. He beat Paris Hilton, and then he had to beat others. So he went for broke. I know, right? I'm excited to see what Cypher does too. He says he already has it in mind, exactly what he wants to do. He let his black hole loose. Well, do you want to roll with the star name, Mr. Slave? We can roll with it. I am not opposed. Oh, yeah, indeed. All right, cool. Let's do it. Let's do it. So, you want to go with the cyberpunk-looking city? We could also just go with the toxic city, and it looks like it's got all manner of gases. Imagine Gotham, but instead of like anything more benefiting, yeah. So imagine like Gotham, but instead of like steam vents popping up everywhere, it's just toxic gas all over the place. Imagine like LA, but instead of smog, it's like mega smog. Then there's the cyberpunk city. Those are really the only two that I think would fit, because the cyberpunk city has a lot of like smokestacks. Solarpunk is clean energy, and I don't think that'll really work. I love the look of the avian city, but it doesn't make sense. Yeah, cybernetic or toxoid. I like the idea of toxoid, just to kind of keep rolling with it. The noxious toxic gases and whatnot, you know. What are you thinking, Chatwin? I'm looking ahead at the rooms. Sorry. I guess the cities don't really matter too much, especially because we're going to be on an orbital habitat. It won't really show up until we're on a planet. Because I can't notice a difference between any of these on the habitat. So yeah, I'm thinking rolling with the Toxoid City and keeping it like that unless you don't like it. Even though it's kind of hard to tell what you do and don't like whenever you can't really see it. Ooh, I like that. Much as I like that, I think I like that one more. So do you want to go with the standard basic Toxoid room? 1? Or do you want to go with 2? It's got a little bit cooler of a window, but like panels that are the diamond panels. I really like 1 personally. I know it's kind of basic bitch mode, but I really like this one for some reason. It speaks to me. Yeah. All right, cool. Let's go with that one.
Oh, please. Do not press any buttons if you don't know what they do. I've already had to save you from spontaneous combustion quite enough times.
How about you go fucking check my... Alright, anyways, moving on. Let's go to the flag. So for the Toxoid stuff, we've got a couple of different really cool ones. Since we are a megacorp, we kind of want to steer clear of skulls, I would say. I like this one because it makes us look like a pharmaceutical company. But we could also just go straight to the corporate side of things and actually make like a straight up corporate looking one. Like this one really looks like a pharmaceutical company to me. The second one on the toxic ones. Toxoid. This one here, or were you thinking the one I showed over here? This one. So this one would be 2. The other one I showed was 1. And then you hit 3 if it's something else. 3 for this one, I guess. One, 2, and 3. Second one on Toxoids. Ooh, okay. The hand? So we've got 2 and 3 here. 3 looks more like a pharmaceutical company. 2 looks like it's gonna sell you tech, I guess. The big N also kind of makes sense too. For noxious, necrotic, necroid. 3 on corporate. Okay, cool. That one. And now everybody's favorite. Let's go colors. I mean, the obvious one would be just orange and green. Just really lean into the fucking toxicity. Like neon orange and neon green. We could also go pale green and like white. I don't like white. Pale green, pale yellow. So it looks like the fucking phlegm coming out of you whenever you're sick. And you also got light pink and neon yellow. Looks like an inflammation. Oh god, this is all reminding me of work. Damn. Now you got death colors. The phlegm flag. Let your phlegm colors fly. Oh god, where was it? Where was it? Was it this one and this one? I think it was this one and this one, wasn't it? Yeah, I think that was the one. It's so fucking gross, it's perfect. trying to see. I like the checkered pattern. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Ah, there we go. No, I don't like that one as much. There we go. Make it look like it's drippy. Let's go ahead and swap those colors around. Yeah, so you got your hard phlegm on bottom and your drippy goop on top. That is so gross. Ew. All right, let's go with that one. Now, we could go biological with the cyanophores. Like we saw that earlier. Make it look like a flying virus. But we could also go... Like, the fungoid ships are kind of interesting looking. They look like they could carry plague. The plantoid ships are also kind of interesting. They look like they could carry plague. But we could also just hit it right on the head. Just go with the toxoid ones. Battleship looks like a flying loogie. Well, that's cool. Titan looks good. It's got like toxic barrels on the bottom down there. The construction ship is just a fleshlight. Colony ship's cool as fuck, though. Science ship looks like it flew out of someone's ear. That's a virus if I ever seen it. And there's a fleshlight on the Juggernaut. The fungus one? Fungoid. Or were you talking about the plantoid? I think you were talking about the plantoid. Because that one definitely looks like a giant booger, especially with them booger flaps. All the booger flaps. It looks like a runny nose. That actually kind of looks cool, even though it does still look like... This actually looks like it came out of a different end. Ooh. Got a triangle fleshlight on this Titan. Yep, and their construction ship also looks like a fucking fleshlight. Alright. Oh, that's cool. I've never seen their Juggernaut before, I guess. Oh, you meant the fungoid? Especially, what the fuck is on top of that frigate? That looks weird. Oh, their cruiser looks so cool, though. You can see through it. Battleship. The Tidian. Titan looks fucking dope. Construction ship looks like it wants to give you a hug. Colony ship looks more like a militaristic ship than anything else. Science ship's kind of boring. Oh, that Citadel looks so cool, though. The drippy booger, I think I see what you're talking about. Their Colossus is a butt plug. Oh, that Juggernaut's cool. That Juggernaut's real cool. And then there's the drippy booger again. So yeah, fungoid, plantoid, or toxoid. What a colossal plug. And do you want to go with this one just because of the butt plug? This is the fungus. The fungus among us. Yeah, this does look like a straight up booger. Oh, it's even like launching spores out at the top. You want to go with the fungus, guys? We can go with the fungus. Okay, I think fungus. Okay, cool. I see what you're saying now. Okay, yeah, let's do that then. Starting ruler. We could call him Patient Zero. We could also call him Pfizer because of vaccines. What else? Magic Johnson because of AIDS. I think I went a little too far on that one, didn't I? Like it's spreading fungal radishes. Yes. Oh, we could just lean into the fungus aspect of it. Death cap is... What's the scientific name for a death cap? Oh, it's an Amanita. Amanita phalloids. That sounds very... that sounds very suggestive. A phalloid. We could call him Philoid. Because you're going to fill his oids. I'm sorry. Please don't leave me, I swear. I can be better. This is just the name of the ruler. Because they are the herpetophilids. That was cool. Philoid. Yeah, we could just call him Philoid. Or her. Either way, I guess it doesn't matter. The chief executive office. Instead of chief executive officer, we could call it the chief executive orifice. Philonoids. I like that. Philonoids. Feel nudies. You want to feel their nudies? Nudies? Nuties. Yes, chief executive orifice. Done and done. Oh god, there's a neon green. Oh, there's a yellow. It matches. Ugh. It looks like I blew it out of my nose. Yeah, that... I've seen patients sneeze that once before. And I like the idea of them being an official, considering they are a CEO. This is a megacorp. So somebody that is really good at, like... Eye for talent makes a lot of sense, and it's also one of my favorites to start off with. Logistic understanding would make a lot of sense for it being a megacorp. So does charismatic. Honestly, I think charismatic would make the most sense. But we could also make them a scientist. I had herpesiphylades, and I studied it on myself. And that'd be Spark of Genius. Yeah, they'd basically just be started Spark of Genius. So we can either make them charismatic or logistic understanding, or we can do a Spark of Genius. I think either charismatic or logistic understanding would be the most canonical sense. But studying his own herpesiphylades also would be a genius move. You know what I'm saying? Would be even more genius as if he gave himself herpesiphylades just to study it. We must make him better. You still there, Chatwin? We can't do both. We have to pick one, unfortunately. That's why I always have a hard time with this part just because of that. As they level up, we can probably unlock one or the other at some point. I do think charismatic would probably make the most sense. He's probably slept with the most people. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll do logistic understanding then. All right, now comes the hard part. We are a corporation that wants to spread like plague in your loins across the galaxy. What civics make the most sense for that? Astrogenesis Technologies kind of makes sense. This mega corporation is unwavering in its commitment to deliberately forming emerging species. They strategically designate substantial regions of their worlds to ensure their progression of pre-sapient life forms, all within the framework of responsible business ventures. Oh no, I've already got that going with someone else. Okay, never mind. Augmentation bizarre. No. Brand loyalty. This mega corporation has fostered a great sense of brand loyalty among its internal consumer base. Its catchy corporate slogans can be recited by nearly everyone. That would make a lot of sense. It increases trade. It increases monthly unity. What's even better, I didn't even think about it until just now. Chatwin, we can have festivals of love. There is a trader of the arts that can foster festivals of love in certain systems. This is going to be so much fun. We eventually sell these STDs. Smile with glee with our STD. Brand loyalty with our STD. Seeks to maximize profits by recycling excess organic matter. Not really. Hedonism. Work where you want to be. The citizens of this mega corporation happily pledge alliance and all their free time to their employers in exchange for lavish corporate comforts. Sleep your way to the top, essentially, is what I just read. Civilians are converted into hedonists, which do not produce amenities. Allows decadent lifestyle living standard under which all pops have increased happiness, consumer goods upkeep, and amenities usage. Hedonists with decadent lifestyle provide unity and pop growth speed, but require amenities. Yeah, so yeah, just sleeping around. Oh, God. God. Corporate hedonism sounds like it's right up our alley on this one. That sounds so. Whew. Franchising. Franchising makes a little bit of sense. This mega corporation relies heavily on franchising. Subsidiaries share a greater cut of their profits with their corporate overlord in exchange for a license to market their goods under established brands. So one of the weird mechanics about megacorps is that you can actually build a branch location on other people's worlds without having, like, as long as you have good relations with them. So we can be like, hey, we're nice. Let's go ahead and send an envoy. All right, now that we've sent an envoy, let's go ahead and build a branch location where we can employ your people. You get tax revenue. And it's like, it's kind of crazy. Influential cartel. This megacorp's most powerful offices conduct extra-planetary operations on a strict need-to-know basis. If you need to ask, you don't need to know. Kind of makes sense, but these are more warfaring. Knowledge mentorship. The knowledge and principles and experiences of exceptional people are digitized and accumulated in the vaults of knowledge. Citizens can access the source of wisdom and experience to learn from the ghosts of the past. For a price, of course. Yeah, let me watch Granny's pornos. I want to understand how my grandpa was telling me she used to be able to throw her leg back behind her head in like a 180-degree fashion, but still keep her ankle, or still keep her knee from like facing him. It was kind of crazy. Mastercraft, mega conglomerates. Before branching into other fields, this megacorporation began its rise to fortune as a media conglomerate. Its PR department is still masters of spinning stories and presenting the latest quarterly report in the most advantageous way. And do the upside down with those ankles. We didn't have anti-gravity wells back then, but Granddad, man, he told me. He done did said. Yeah, I don't like that one as much. Nope. Here we go. Pharma state. A strong nation is a healthy nation. This mega corporation maintains a robust economy through experimental drugs, highly privatized clinics, and aggressive marketing campaigns. Increased leader lifespan. And medical work. Corporate buildings provide plus 100 medical worker jobs. That's crazy. Yeah, we're going to have to do that one. We're definitely going to have to do that one. Public relations specialists. If you can control what someone thinks, then you can also control their behavior. This megacorporation has a virtual army of specialists ready to engage in battles of public opinion. That one's not as good as I thought it was going to be. Never mind. That's more of like other people's public, not our public. Space ranchers? Originally an elite guild of animal ranchers, this megacorporation has developed the technology to raise and care for the void-born creatures in its home system. Oh, okay, so it's... never mind, it's just the Beastmaster thing. Okay, so do you want to do franchising, or do you want to do corporate hedonism? Because I feel like the corporate hedonism and a big pharma state kind of makes sense. Have sex with your coworkers, get STDs, then go down to your local clinic to get those STDs fixed up for you so that we can get you doing it all over again. But then there's also franchising. Try our experimental drugs. We promise we'll document everything. Bring the most experimental of experimental drugs to other people's planets. Try it out on their citizens. Make their citizens understand what it's like. Franchising? All right, let's do franchising. Last but not least, we got to do our traits. I like doing the negative ones first, honestly. And let's not do adaptive, any kind of habitability stuff. Just because we really kind of want to just focus on building our own habitats. I think, anyways. We could make them weak, considering that these guys are really just supposed to be corporate slaves that work in offices. Hollow bones. What does that one do? The fragile bones of this species allow them to move elegantly and with ease. However, they are also more susceptible to the gravitational effects of their world. Job efficiency for workers and menial drones per planet size. And that's pretty bad. That's honestly pretty bad. That's honestly pretty bad. But also at the same point in time, I think we can work it around it. Especially because we're not really going to be on planets. We're going to be on habitats. So hollow bones probably isn't that big a deal for us. Doing hollow bones and weak would allow us to do a lot more on the positive side. Honestly, yeah, that probably would be a really good idea. They shouldn't have weak bones. If you know what I mean. They have a strong bone, but they got one strong bone, and that's all that they need, Steven. That's why I was making sure you know they got one solid bone. That bone worked real good, know what I'm saying? And it looks like I can't make them weak now. I wonder why. I want to take a look at that. Okay, incomparable. I love the fact that they have incompatible traits. That's actually really cool. All right. Since we can't do... We could also make them fleeting. So their leader lifespan's lower. But that's just because on account of all the STDs. Deviants also makes sense considering they're just having a bunch of sex. And they like to be freaky, so why would they want to listen to some big government when they barely listen to their dom? It's just a bunch of brats. Yeah. Yeah, and they sprint oddly quick. Psychological infertility also wouldn't be bad either. Population growth during war and crisis is down a lot. Because, like, we're a mega corporation. We really shouldn't be at war in the first place. But if we are at war, then we're losing profits. If we're losing profits, we can't have as many sex parties. I mean, it makes sense. I'm thinking just one more negative trait, and then we can focus on the positive traits. Deviance, fleeting, or infertility. Oh, psychological infertility, but... Because they wouldn't be slow learners. They have to learn safe words all the time. Like, every new safe word every day. They wouldn't be sedentary. Because they always want it... Or solitary, because they're always going to be wanting to move to the next best place for the next best sex. They wouldn't be quarrelsome, unless you want to make them all like mega brats, but that's a little different. I don't want to do anything dealing with habitability, so I don't want to do non-adaptive. I feel like I do repugnant all the time and slow breeders all the time, so I kind of don't want to do those. If we did psychological infertility, then that would give us one more extra point, because that one's a -2, whereas the other ones are -1s. And that would give us 7 and 3 points. And a lot of option with those 7 points. Yeah, I'm leaning towards psychological infertility because I mean that affects profits, and not only does it affect profits, but it affects where people are moving to. We shouldn't be at war in the first place. We should be spreading profits and spreading STDs. And it makes sense to me. All right. And then hear me out, because I was thinking about this earlier. The inorganic breath, yeah, the pop upkeep is a lot higher, but each specific population group is going to give us exotic gases. Exotic gases are very valuable resources that we can sell for a pretty high premium as long as we don't flood the galactic market. Market prices do fluctuate based on whatever's being traded in and being bought. So, like, we have to kind of keep in mind how much we're selling at a time, and if we're going to sell it over a period of months, or if we're going to sell it all in one big lump sum. That'll change the way the prices work. Either way, stockpiling or exotic gases is not a bad thing. So I think we definitely should get this one. And rapid breeders because of all the sex. I think those two are kind of like musts for what we're trying to go here. I mean, I like Unbreakable Resolve as well, but not entirely. Because we won't really need stability too much. We've got too many things that are increasing our happiness, I think. Intelligent would be cool, but it only helps out with researcher jobs. I wish it did more. I really do. Industrious would make, not industrious, ingenious would make a little bit more sense because of the technician jobs. Technician jobs are like refining raw materials into amenities and goods. So that also makes sense. But charismatic also makes a lot of sense too. Like, how else are you going to get a lot of people to have sex with you if you speak terribly? You know what I'm saying? For lore purposes, I'm thinking rapid breeders and charismatic for sure. And that would give us just enough to get inorganic breath. As much as I love spare organs, and as much as I feel like it's over fucking powered, for 2? Is spare organs for 2? Anyway, I think the inorganic breath, the rapid breeders, and charismatic make the most sense. But we could drop charismatic for an ingenious. What you thinking? I know a lot of this stuff's kind of going over your heads, but this game has a lot of facets and a lot of things to think about. Oh, damn, it's 2 in the morning. Almost done. Almost there. Thrifty also makes a lot of sense, actually, now I'm sitting here thinking about it. Job efficiency for trader jobs, like, we are merchants. So rapid breeders, thrifty, and inorganic breath would actually... Inorganic breath and thrifty, honestly, would probably be really, really good. Because trader jobs will actually increase... God, it'll increase the supply lines and make it easier for us to move supplies. If memory serves. I can't remember the specifics on the trader jobs and how they really, really benefit. But I know that it's always benefited me to have them in the first place. I think they actually create trade routes between planetary systems, but I might be wrong on that. It's one of those things that it tells you more whenever you're actually in the game. All I remember is that I know I use trader jobs a lot, no matter what civilization I'm in. It might be just to convert consumer goods into energy credits. That would make a lot of sense, actually. Energy credits are basically like the petrodollar. You know, it's just whatever you need to use in order to generate and create power, kind of thing. Why do I get the feeling that Chatwin's falling asleep on me over there? I know this takes a while, okay? It's one reason I love this game. It's also another reason why people don't really stick around for some of this stuff. Oh, I just popped my upper back and my upper back, my mid back, and my neck at the same time. That felt good. Whoa. Oof, I feel more mobile. Then I'm gonna go to bed and re-crick it all. I'm gonna give you like 3 or 4 more minutes, Chatwin, then I'm just gonna go ahead and start picking. Because we are almost there. We are right at the end. No, you're good. You're good. I just want to make sure that I have your authority to finish out. We've got 3 picks left, and then this is all done. It's all done. So I was thinking the inorganic breath, for sure, and then 2 of either thrifty, rapid breeders, ingenious, or charismatic. Charismatic, because you got to be able to talk well whenever you... All right. I'll keep it to the lore. I'll keep it to the lore. Definitely rapid breeders. Definitely inorganic breath. As much as I want to do charismatic or ingenious, I do think thrifty makes the most sense here. I really, really do. But charismatic... You know what? You got to be able to talk your way and schmooze your way through a sex party. Charismatic it is. Hell yeah. Let me make sure that we've got everything. And that should be it. Megacorp, that. Got all that now. Nameless, yes. STDSS. Herpetosyphaloid, herpetosyphaloids, herpetosyphaloidian, herpetosyphaloan, Kindle TM, Kindle. Mr. Slave is the name of the star, Trojan Department, in the Void Dwellers area. Toxic, and toxic, toxic. Gotta love this. It looks like a goddamn loogie. We've got the fungus ships. All right. There we go, my friend. There we go. We've made them. Do I have anybody else using fungoid ships? I don't think I do. I do. Okay, cool. All right. Thank you very much, Chatwin. We have made our second civilization for today. And it is going to be a megacorp. I don't do a lot of megacorps, but I like the idea of a farm estate that franchises. They love people. They want to spread the love. They believe that everybody needs to be on the same equal playing field in order to help spreading the love. Hollow Bone, Psychological Infertility, Rapid Breeders, Inorganic Breath, and Charismatic, so that you can work your way through those sex parties. Yeah, thanks for coming up with the idea, Chatwin. I wanted to make sure that everybody that, like, from the D&D group was able to make something. So this has been a lot of fun. The fact that they're the Void Dwellers is very interesting as well, so... Definitely spreading the love. Spread some free literature. And with that, it's later than I wanted it to be. I wanted this to be a 2-hour stream. I am now sitting at 3.5 hours. So I am going to get everything set up so that I can go to bed. Thank you guys very, very much for coming in and spreading the love with me today. Again, I am the Midnight Whale. Please definitely give me a follow on Twitch. Subscribe to me over on YouTube. If you liked the video, give it a like. Give it a comment after the VOD is up if you'd like. And please, 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 everybody get a very, very good night's rest. Get prepared for tomorrow and take care of yourselves, okay? I love every single one of you, and I hope you guys sleep well. Take care, y'all. And I'm going to go ahead and turn off the YouTube, and then I'm going to find out who we're going to go ahead and raid over on Twitch. Sleep well, y'all. Again, good night, goodbye. Wake up easy and rest well.